Hi there. Hi, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. Today we're going to talk about how to analyze stock market trends. Quick disclaimer, all materials shown here are for informational purpose only and not as investment recommendations. We'll continue to learn about what kind of industries and stocks to look at and what is the general market direction. As of June 4th, Nasdaq, it was down on Tuesday. It was a short week. Monday was not open. So Tuesday it dropped. Wednesday it stabilized, but then Thursday it has another big test right here. It did drop below all three moving averages, 10, 21 day, and 50 day. But Friday was a huge rebound, and notice how it closed at the end near the range of the whole week at the top. So that is actually a bullish sign. And this may propel it higher because after this test, it could propel it higher. So watch for that. The next resistance point will be around 14,000. S&P, we see the similar pattern here, where Tuesday it dropped, Wednesday stable, Thursday it tests 10-day and 21-day moving average here, and then it rebound and close at near the top of the week. So again, very bullish sign. S&P is quite near the all-time high. So we're going to look at some stocks that we've been following, including Biotech and Moderna. Biotech breakout this week, as well as Moderna. Both of them did, and they both have recently tested their key moving averages. So let's take a look at the chart right now. So here's Biotech chart. So we saw how it tests 10 and 21 day here, another 10-day test here, and since that time it's been holding above 10-day very nicely. And here's the breakout point from the previous high to $213. Now is at 233. So it was a really strong week for this stock. We look at Moderna. We have this test around here at 50-day, and then second test here 15-day, and then since that time it has also trending above the 10-day, which is the green line here. So, and now it's moving up. So again, this one broke out at this previous high right here, 189. So now is at 206. So these two stocks are definitely, potentially could head much higher now that it break out. So something to watch out for. Next, we're going to look at the software security group. This group did suffer some pullback this week, but overall they're still above key moving averages. But there is some sign of weakness, so which is kind of odd considering Nasdaq did close the week pretty strong. So this could be may need more attention this week. So let's just look at those stocks right now. Actually, let's go to the group chart first. So as you can see, we are stuck in this zone right here, where it comes up and then it goes down, and comes up and then it goes down. But the range is getting smaller and smaller, so that could be a good sign. And the other good sign is that it's been above the 10-day moving averages for quite some time now. So and it hasn't tested 50-day yet, so that's still a good sign. So I would say it's still in the holding pattern, but right now it is important to watch that it doesn't fall through the 50-day, right? So that is something to watch out for. If we look at, there is one distribution day here. Again, it did rebound just like the market did on Friday, but the rebound, I would consider it quite weak because it didn't really go above the 10-day here much, right? It's just sitting there. So, and we can see that imitate by the stocks. So CrowdStrike actually suffer more distribution too here. So the weakness is a little bit more here. Fortinet is still doing well. You can see it actually hit a new high, so that's a good sign. Palo Alto also suffered distribution, right? And FEYE did suffer huge distribution this week, mainly due to news related to their sale of their product unit. So that is definitely not a good sign. You see the uptrend was pretty intact until that one day, so there's really not much you can do with that news because it just reacts spontaneously. And it did rebound off 200-day, but this is definitely a sell signal, just because you don't know where it's going to head in the near future. The last one here is Mimecast. Mimecast is has this nice cup with handle pattern and is doing really well in terms of even recent. There's no heavy volume distribution, so this is a potential buy point here, um, as it could potentially break out right here. So this might be a stock to watch if this group could continue to hold and head higher. If it does head higher, then this stock will probably do well. So something to watch for. Um, the next group is the retail leisure products group. They did suffer one distribution day this week. So also consider holding pattern because it's still holding above key moving average. The 10-21 day are still kind of curving upwards, so there's still potential for this group to continue to head higher. So let's take a quick look at the chart. If we go to pool, actually, sorry, the group chart here, we did see we saw this distribution day on Thursday, but the one thing that I noticed is how tight is trading, right? Like they're trading very tight here on the close, especially where the close is. That's a very good sign, right? And it's also holding above the 10-day very nicely. So despite the distribution, it's holding really tight. This is a really good sign because maybe the weak investors are out and now there's room for it to continue moving uptrend. So pool is holding above near the 10-day, and also pool didn't suffer distribution day. So this is also another good sign for pool. Nixon Sporting Good, same thing here, didn't suffer distribution day. Hayward, so Hayward, it finally broke through the 10-day, right? The one thing that also interesting is even though it broke through the 10-day, it didn't close near the bottom. You see that it's closed in the middle, and then the next day on Friday, volume came in again. It didn't close at the bottom of the range. So there are some buying at this level right now. So watch for it to rebound. This could be a potential buy point here if it does rebound. And again, this has been a tremendous gains here since the breakout. LESL, also showing great trend line, no distribution. Academy Sports Outdoor, same thing. See how it pulls back, volume dries up. This is all good signs. So I say overall the group is looking pretty good for a setup to continue higher. This is the commercial service staffing group. It did suffer distribution. 10 and 21 days are starting to curve up. So there's some potential here, but let's take a quick look at the group chart. So we see that how again this has similar pattern as the leisure products group, where it trade very tightly, and notice where it closed. None of them are closing at the 10-day moving average, even though it did touch it during the intradays. So again, there's some sign of buying here because of that. So overall, that's still a good sign. So you can see no distribution here on manpower. We're gonna look at those jobs. And jobs here, you can see it was up 4 days in a row. Actually, that's quite impressive considering the group did suffer distribution day. And we'll look at K-Force. So K-Force did have a distribution day. Right now, it is sitting just above the 10 days moving average. So, overall similar pattern which is holding above the 10-day. And then lastly, we have KELYA services here. Same thing here. We had a distribution day. Now this one is below the 10-day, and also just probably slightly at the 21-day. So this one probably the weakest of all the charts here. So this one, the U.S. oil and gas exploration production group is very strong uptrend. I think the oil and gas sector was the best sector this week for the market. It really did power up higher. So let's quickly take a look at these stocks here. So on the group chart, we can see this powerful trend. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it just keep reaching higher. It has this huge gap up on Tuesday, related to the production news, how OPEC is controlling the production level and stuff. So the market really liked the news, and it did move up 4 days in a row. This is a really powerful uptrend after this really tight range around here. So now that we will see the same thing in the stocks, right? Which is we saw this base, and then it has this tight trading around the key moving averages. Now it's just moving nicely along the 10-day line. So we don't really know how far this would go, but if the trend continues this to be this strong, it could continue to move up. Devon here, same pattern, right? Look at Continental. Right, so Continental slightly weaker on Thursday and Friday as it didn't go up 4 days in a row. So something to watch out for. But the volume wasn't that strong as well on the drawdown. So it could, might not be completely a bad sign. Climax Energy, so went up 3 days, but then the Friday it did stay put. Again, it didn't drop on much volume. So there could still be potential to move up. So overall, this group is really strong. The mining metal ores group suffered some distribution day as well. Actually, it was a big one. It can be a potential sell signal. It did recover a little bit, but not too much. So something to watch out for. So let's jump into the chart here. We have this mining gold, silver, gem group. So we see this Thursday where it dropped significantly. I'm not sure if there was any news, but you see the volume came in significantly higher than usual. Now Friday it did recover to the 10-day, but now you can see the 10-day is sloping downward. So that's not a good sign, right? So even though it did recover on Friday, but the slope of the 10-day is moving down, so it could become a resistance level. So really pay attention to this group because if you own it, there may be more downward momentum. Anyhow, so let's look at some of the stock here. Now this is Wheaton Precious Metals, and the one good thing about this one, probably the best chart for in this group that we are monitoring. Notice Thursday it didn't close at the bottom of the range, right? The other thing you notice is this big base here, which signifies, and also the fact that if you look at the big pattern here, this is really tight action. So again, I would say if this group can continue higher and bounce off that key 10-day moving average, then there may be more room for this stock, right? But if the group doesn't act well, it's harder for this stock to move up. So let's look at Nickel Eagle. So you can see same pattern here as the overall group, which is big down day on Thursday. And the other thing is this has a 200-day line, which is the black line here, and notice it closed on that on Friday. It didn't even close at the 10-day. It closed on that. So that is, weakness to me. And again, there's a pattern forming in the group, right, which is a lower high, right? So the 10 days trending downward. So this is not a good sign, right? So watch out for this. This pattern forming might be, same thing here. You can see the trend line starting to move downward, also suffer distribution day. And Goldfield, same thing. This is actually even worse because notice how the slope looks like. So it didn't even try to recover to its 10-day. So there is some weakness in this group now. So I would say if you're holding, really pay attention to this sell signal. Thank you for watching this YouTube channel and subscribe if you haven't, and give us thumbs up if you like this video. You can contact us at any time at that email address. Thank you.